Remember, there's no such thing as a good or bad memory. There's a trained memory and untrained. This is a way of training your memory.
Okay.
All right. So very, very simple. You need places, and you need places to store information, and you need that information turned into a picture.
Okay.
So we tend to remember things better when we can see it
Right.
in our mind's eye.
Yeah.
Just like with faces.
Yeah.
We're much better with faces because you get to see the face.
Right.
And you forgot what you heard because you
So
heard
true.
it in the name. And you always go to someone and say, you know, I remember your face, but I forgot your name.
Yeah. Yeah.
You never go to the opposite. You never say to someone, I remember your name, but I forgot your face.
It's so
right?
true.
Yeah.
I've never said that.
Never. So we'll use 10 places. You could use your home if you want, or your office. In this case, let's use our body. I encourage everyone to do this. So we're going to take 10 places on our body from top to bottom.
Okay.
Right. And we'll just say it out loud so we get the verbal memory and in the kinesthetic memory. So you touch that place. So 1 is top. So you could touch your top and say top.
Top.
All right. 2 is nose.
Nose.
And we're just going down the body. I encourage everyone who's listening to do this also. 3 is mouth.
Mouth.
4, ears.
Ears.
5, throat.
5, throat.
Great. So that we're halfway there to 10, right? To 10 brain foods. So top.
Top.
Nose.
Nose.
Mouth.
Mouth.
Ears.
Ears.
Throat.
Throat.
Okay. 6, shoulders.
Shoulders.
7, collar.
Collars.
8 are your fingers.
Fingers.
9 is your belly.
Belly.
And 10 is your bottom.
Bottom.
Great. So that's 10. So that's the first thing. You create 10 places.
Okay.
Now we take the information and, just remember P.I.E. P-I-E. The P is the place, 10 places. P.I.E is not a brain food, by the way.
Just so we're clear.
Yeah. The I is imagine. So we're imagining, and then the E is entwine, which means we're going to, entwining is when you're putting things together. What are we going to put together? The P and the I, the place and the image.
Okay.
So the image is going to be the food. So what was the first location? It was the top, right?
Yeah.
And I want you to remember avocados.
Okay.
So in a fun way, you pretend you're 8 years old again, and use your imagination and use some emotion and be playful about it. So imagine you're using guacamole as a scalp conditioner.
Oh my gosh,
Right?
that's great.
And you don't have to see it a lot. If you did it once, you would remember it, right?
Right.
Second place is your what?
Nose.
Nose. And the second brain food were blueberries. So I imagine you're sneezing and blueberries come out of your nose.
Oh my gosh.
What does that smell like? What does that feel like?
Yeah.
And again, if people think like listening, they're like, that's so childish. Who are the fastest learners?
Oh yes.
Children.
Yeah.
Right.
And they do it playfully.
Exactly. And so we're playing also.
Yeah.
Right. Because some people say, oh, I stopped playing because I grew older. And I'm like, no, the opposite. You grew older because you stopped playing.
Ooh.
Right.
So
And so number 3 is what?
Mouth.
And the third brain food we talked about was broccoli. So imagine a big like I don't know, broccoli sprouts or a big piece of broccoli in your teeth. That's so embarrassing, right?
Yeah.
But just make it bigger, right?
Yeah.
What does that taste like, feel like? 4 is what? It was your ears and olive oil. So just imagine maybe earrings with olives, made out of olives, or clean your ears with olive oil.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Okay, you just picture it once you get it.
Okay.
Number 5 is what? Was your throat. And then it was the brain food were eggs.
Eggs.
So imagine, there's no Adam's apple. Maybe there's a hard-boiled egg.
Yeah, I was going to say, I could see a hard-boiled egg sticking out of your thyroid gland.
Perfect.
So they
Yeah, exactly. That lands for me. So we're halfway there. And see, even if you could think about like what's on top of my head, the food comes there, right?
Avocado,
and then your
Blueberry.
nose. So after 5, you have 6 your shoulders. And those are your green leafy vegetables. So kale and spinach. Maybe shoulder pads made of kale and spinach, right?
Very 80s.
7 is your collar, and that was the fatty fish. So imagine a collar made out of salmon sushi or sardines.
Like a bow tie.
Yeah. And imagine it's a week old.
Oh, no.
See, that makes, then
okay, you're
it.
getting more descriptive. I see what you're doing.
Because the more vivid, the more of your nervous system you're going to recruit. Because have you ever gone to the store to buy one thing and you come back with 2 bags full of things?
Yes.
Except for that one thing that you went to the store originally for. This is a great way of having your list here. And I'm going to show you how you could use this for anything, like a speech or anything else. So 7 was fish on your collar. 8 were your what? Fingers. And it was turmeric was the brain food. So imagine that golden powder. It just gets messy and it's all over your finger, in your fingernail bed, everywhere. You just can't get rid of it. And even if you can't imagine it, imagine that you can imagine it.
Right.
All right. Number 9 is your belly button, and you want to remember walnuts. So imagine you're just outside and somebody's sitting on the bench there and they're eating walnuts out of their belly button.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like weird, and you'll never, but you would never forget that.
No.
Even 10 years later, you'd be telling people about it.
Right.
And then finally, the 10th place is your what?
Bottom.
Your bottom, dark chocolate. And you don't have to, nobody has to share online or on YouTube or anything, but just imagine dark chocolate bottom. See, when you understand how your memory works, you can work your memory. Because now imagine you who are at home, you're listening, and Mindy and I, we contact you and just like, hey, we're going to have like a limitless brain party, you know, and just while you're out, can you just stop by the store and pick up these 10 things? And you're like, no, I can't because I'm driving. I can't remember. But then you did this simple exercise. And it takes more time to explain it than it does to do it. And then you finally get to the store and you're walking down the aisles and you go to the first place. What's the first food?
Avocado.
Avocados. And then I'm pointing to my nose. Out of my nose are the
blueberries,
the brain berries. My mouth, I have stuck in my teeth.
Broccoli.
And then my ears, and I'm hoping everyone's doing this at home too. Olive oil. And then my throat, I have a hard-boiled egg, and that's halfway there. 6 on you have shoulder pads made out of
kale and spinach.
Very good. And then your collar, you have a necklace that's made out of the fatty fishes. Yeah. And then your fingers, you have all over that spice.
Turmeric.
Yeah, turmeric all over your finger. And then your belly button, you're eating walnuts. And then bottom, you have
chocolate.
Holy
that was good. I followed that. And I have the menopausal brain. I followed that all the way through.
That's my point, because you know what you eat matters, especially for your gray matter, right? But it's the strategy. Something simple. It takes more time to explain than it does to do. And you could probably do it backwards too. Even if I challenged you, you could go from your bottom where dark chocolate, right? Your belly button, walnuts, your fingers, you have the turmeric, and then all the way back to your top again.